G'day, a lot of you are probably used to coming here for the sailing, but if you're not sure, my name's James. I'm usually sailing around Australia with my two daughters. We recently just got out of the Kimberley. I spent 3.5 months cruising through the Kimberley with my kids. And shortly after that, I actually flew home from Darwin to complete the Delirious West 100 miler. So the Delirious West 100 miler is actually part of a 200 mile event all down the southwest of Perth along the last section of the Bibbulmun track. Something a little bit different, but here's a little recap of how that went. Also, I'm going to have another video coming out in a couple of days of how we went fixing up the boat when we got back to Darwin and getting back out into the Kimberley and how all that went down. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. We've got swag, bag of crap, shoes, cactus, it's a whole thing.
That's alright, maybe I have to get you another one. That's okay to get you another one.
Some more Barbies, please.
That's it, yeah.
Shorts. Oh, see you, darling.
See ya! I promise I'll have him back in a couple of pieces, not one piece. See ya! See ya! I need a wee wee. Did you want to feed the alpacas whilst we're here? Did you want to get some food? Like
we'll take
little feed?
Riverside, motherfucker. Oh, you weren't joking. Hey boys, how you going? Gonna come run 100 miles? All my videos are so bloody family friendly, I think I might do a different one, eh?
Got a warning up.
Yeah.
I do not have my kids for this video.
We're, I think, 2 hours in or an hour and a half into a 4.5 hour trip. Countryside starting to change. And basically we're gonna start running at 7 o'clock tonight and then finish probably 24 to 34 hours after that, ideally. Man, Barker, that's going to be the finish line there. So the next time we come through here is going to be after 170 Ks, roughly, because I found out it's like 169 all up. So we're going to meet Ben here. He's going to pick us up, take us back to the start line, and that way when we finish, we'll have a car at the finish we can get back, so we can all get home at the end of the day. So
you just messaged me lubing up.
Aussie butt cream. Get on that.
Straight up.
Yep. You gotta, as James was saying, you've always got to do your ass first, and then the rest of your body, especially like your pits, and then like a bit in your mouth, and just keeps everything nice and lubricated.
Yeah, not that.
Oh, there he is. Wrong driveway. This is the Golden Fleece.
Like not your actual right, like your right into the paddock. Watch out, you're on YouTube Live.
How you feeling, boys?
No, I'm just happy that it's over.
Yeah.
It's the hardest part of running 100 miles.
Checking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
It's the same weather, the same crazy runners. If I don't sit on the Vegemite, I haven't got Vegemite, and you end up finding sometimes.
You doing traffic control, James?
But I didn't need new poles or anything, eh?
Yeah, I'm glad you gave me the new ones.
Yeah, that's alright.
James brought half of my crap.
See, that's what I do. Yeah. Special needs children that are on the dole. Put that
That's
on
it.
your YouTube channel.
To give you a quick chat.
He'll leave all stuff in his bags for you for when you come past.
James I'd actually run with many times before, including a 100 miler previously. This is actually my 4th 100 miler I'd come to run, so it's very hard to know how much these events hurt until you're really in them. Like it's the first one I did, I could not fathom how much something could hurt that badly. And I think a lot of the sailing and the ultra running has all played into each other, and the difference mentally going into this event was that the things that had gone on in the last few years really gave me something to fuel. I didn't care how much it hurt. I came to have fun and I came to hang out with the boys, and I was okay for it to be painful for a very long time. And I found those two things, ultra running and sailing, have a lot in common, because when you're in the thick of it and it's horrific, there's no way out. You can't, I mean, at least with ultra running you can quit, but with sailing you're in it and there's nowhere to go. Like you're in bad weather, you know, you're just in bad weather, and that's it. There's nothing to do about it. You can't get upset. And I found that really played into, you know, maintaining a good headspace and a good process into getting through an event like this, especially being undertrained. But you know, my body felt good, and I knew I was good for it. Woohoo! It's been light for a while anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it wobbling?
We got
Oh shit!
And the bear.
And the bear.
You've got to cross it. 1-0-3-2. They're doing well.
Hey, James, tell us how you're feeling on the beach.
Oh my.
So, you know, like this is where it really started getting good, and unfortunately James and I are just absolute fucking children on these events. Poor Ben was stuck in the middle of it, you know, he wasn't fast enough to leave us, he wasn't slow enough to get left behind, so, you know, he really struggled for the first 100 kilometres at least, and then started to come good near the end. That's just how these races go sometimes, you know, some days you're just not on it. But what didn't make things easier is just the amount of shit talking that we did on these events. You know, it was just endless, monotonous, just the same thing over and over and over. But you know, you got to keep yourself entertained on these things. It's like, otherwise you just succumb to the pain. So basically, the trail's got onto the beach, and now we're just heading straight up a vertical sand dune. I think I'm going to walk over there. Should I try and fucking run in this and kill myself?
Look at all the cuttlefish.
You can carve your name in one, James.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, holy shit balls. We need a rope. There's actually a ferryman element to this race as well. So after a certain point, you get to a river crossing, and the only way to get across is a jet ski. And that's why I had the cactus. That was my gift to pay the ferryman.
Just be careful with this one.
Cactus, right?
Wait.
Alright.
Yeah.
It is. So if you look up
Someone
that
take a
name,
picture. Come on,
So we got there during the night, but it also meant the tide was going out, so the guy driving the jet ski had to absolutely boost it over the sandbar just to get us across. These guys were there all night, and they had a local come down who was so freaking drunk. And we pulled up, you know, after running, and just couldn't believe what the hell was going on. We thought he was part of the race organisation, but he wasn't. He's just some dude that came down. But it was another element that made this race just freaking so memorable.
Good, he's doing really good. That's my job.
No way.
That's my job.
No, it's my job. It's my job.
You got to show
I've
me
got the horns.
how you did it.
I'm just going to have a little... He's a mean-looking bugger, isn't he?
Bubba steady.
Bubba Sketty?
Bubba steady.
Bubba Sketty.
Oh, did you want any?
No, because I came in and looked, and I could see there's like none left.
It's spoonful.
All good.
Good for the environment too.
Perfect.
Straighten you
No,
out.
I got a toast to come on. How you going, Ben?
I'm alive and kicking, mate.
Damn good to see. Well, that's it. We're 54 k's in. We've done a few aid stations. We've had some food, some coffee. The sun's come up. It's actually a really intricate trail as well. So a lot of really slow moving through the night. But yeah, we got a bit tired. We pushed through and the sun's up. It's a good day. And James is coasting up ahead. He's on a third wind. So 50-ish k's down. About 100, 120 k's to go. It's going really good.
That joke's not old, hey, yeah. That joke is just so not old. We got another 24 hours of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you use this content? Hey, use this content, James. Use this content.
Can I get that again?
Oh, sorry.
So at some point during the night here, my main water bladder for the race actually burst, and I had water running all down my back. So all my jocks, my shorts, shoes, everything got soaked. It just dumped everything on the floor, which is a bit of a drama when it comes to chafing and things like that. But you know, I don't feel like I even missed a beat. I ended up grabbing a 2-litre Coke bottle from the aid station, because you have to have water on you. You can't run these events without a certain amount of water at all times. So I grabbed the 2-litre Coke bottle from one of the aid stations, and then proceeded to run the entire rest of the race, like about 110 or 120 kilometres with a freaking 2-litre water bottle instead of a proper Camelback. And you know, I don't think it ever really felt like it became a problem.
that's it. Sun's up. First day. About 12 hours running. We've covered 65 kilometres. And wait, the boy's right there. You don't get to talk to the camera anymore, James.
Well, put it on.
Hey?
Why not? So, Ben's taking his tampon out at the last aid station.
Oh, Ben's good.
And now he's all good to run again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We nearly left Ben at the orphanage. But,
where does it go now? Showing off.
shit.
Hey? The last 20k's has been, mate, joke.
But
You know you're literally going to like play that back and everything I've said in every scene.
that's like, that is literally the first thing you said that was remotely usable.
What?
Like, James is actually a really good dude, you know. We both just got the same brutal sense of humour, and unfortunately it just all came out because I've been hanging out with my kids for the last 3 years. So all bets are off, and I mean, if you're thinking this is rough, like, this is the usable footage. I'm taking full credit for the idea, but James on the execution. Ash is going, so Ash is about to start running from that direction. He's only 4k behind, so... Oh, I better fix that up. Beauty. Just chip away. Ash is an absolute legend as well, and we've done a lot of running with him, and his sense of humour is just as bad as ours. It's probably a good thing we weren't running this event together. Oof, check out the rock. That's a pretty pointy rock, eh? Do we know what this rock's called? Vagina rock.
No, hold on. Look, it's meant to be. It fits right.
Oh my God, hang on. Line her up. Once the day started heating up, you know, Ben started struggling a fair bit, and we all were hurting, you know, pretty bad, but that really became noticeable once we headed up Monkey Rock. It was just like a vertical climb up, probably one of the highest elevations I've ever taken part in a race. Just kilometres and kilometres of steep uphill trail. There's got to be some hardship in this story. It's getting hot. A little bit hotter now, Ben's here.
Look at that.
Fuck. The golden fleece. The golden fleece. How you going? Well, I think we've just summited Monkey Rock Mountain, or whatever the fuck this thing's called. But oh my God, it's got to be maybe 1.5 kilometres vertical climb. I think Ben's dead. James is up in front, and we've got 12.5 k's to this shuttle. And by then I think we'll have done about 92 k's or something, or 95 k's. So we'll be very, very close. Oh, look, here he is. Man fucking mountain. Oh, look at this, standing in the fucking sun. There's a perfectly good shady rock over here, but he wants to cook. Look at him. What's going on? I think Ben's dead. Got to put it on the rock.
What rock?
That rock over there. No, turn it. It's like limited SD card there.
I don't know what that means, but
That's all right. So we just hit up the aid station. Yeah, all good. Hit up the aid station. Got driven around because you got to get around this lake you can't cross. And we've just hit 100 k's. Hey boys, 100 k's. 100 k's on Friday night for the boys. I'm pretty fucking, how you going? But yeah, 69 to go, which is poetic. And that's the thing, I'd actually sworn that this was going to be my last 100-miler ever, because I knew how much it was going to hurt. And something really strange happened. I just had so much fun, and I enjoyed the entire process of running that event, even, you know, it ended up really long.
it was so much more fun than I remembered, and completely just rekindled my love for ultra running.
Hey, Sanchez, how was the night?
Fucking great. I've never had so much fun.
Yeah, it was really, really good. We've done 143 kilometres. Ben's about to fucking set a new land speed record on the sand. And he fucking told us, he said, listen here, you bunch of we are going to fucking run this sand. That's what he said.
No, he said, if it's hard, I'm running.
Yeah. Oh, now it's on.
Well, we just went up them stairs. You come down them stairs.
Morning.
Morning.
Second morning. Much like the other morning. It's on the beach.
But a different morning.
Yeah. We've done 143 kilometres.
In 34
and we're
hours, 4 minutes.
in 34 hours, which is a new fucking PB for longest time running period.
Yeah.
Period. With the least amount of kilometres.
Yeah.
So.
And the most sleep deprivation.
Well, it certainly wasn't the most sleep deprivation I'd been through, but you know, it was heinous, and that second night was really, really challenging. You know, there was a point where I was running and I was falling asleep while I was standing up running down the trail, which is really dangerous. You can really mix yourself doing that. And all of us were really feeling it. You know, it was 2 days of being awake and a lot of kilometres underfoot, but there's just something about that sun coming up when it did, you know, and then heading out onto the beach, you know, like that's where I'm at home with the water and the sunrise. It's just, there's something about that moment. And a bit of sleep deprivation does go a long way to making that feel so special. So we ended up pushing through the next half of that morning and finished the race in 40 hours, or 41 or something, but you know, it was a long one. And sure, we could have done it quicker, but maybe it wouldn't have been so much, wouldn't have been as much fun. So there's trade-offs in everything, and unless you're trying to win the event, you know, I really was there just to enjoy the experience. God, if you want to push yourself, those events are the ones to do it on.
Well on, boys, well on.
And a huge shout out to Glenn Monaghan as well, because he ended up becoming our unofficial crew member, and we ended up meeting him at every single aid station just about, or at least it seemed like that. And every time we got there, it was just such a pleasure to see him, and it just brought everyone's spirits up for the event so much. One of the funniest conversations I had was at the end when I told him, after seeing him at every aid station, that I've been running the whole event with a 2-litre Coke bottle holding my water. He's just like, dude, I had a spare bladder the entire time. And I was like, you know, I don't know, it just didn't seem important, but that race was just, it was spectacular. And these guys put on a great event, and that's why I signed up for the 200 miler, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's just as much fun. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. And it's actually really hard filming those events. Keeping batteries charged is an issue, and also the fatigue. Once the fatigue hits, you know, kicks in, it is really, really difficult, because the last thing you want to do is pull out a camera. But having said that, this year, or next year when I go down to do the 200 miler, I'm going to really try and film it and bring some awesome stories back from that 200 miler, which is obviously double the distance, but it's not 200 miles. It works out to about 350 kilometres roughly, I believe. So it's 220-ish miles, I think, was what I heard last. Anyway, there's going to be some good footage coming out, and some good stories. And in the meantime, we've got the whole journey from Darwin back down south, back through the Kimberley, all the coastal regions that we didn't hit the first time, and a heap of diving stuff, and obviously a Monty's trip in there as well. So there's going to be some awesome stuff to look forward to in the next few videos.